let's start some streaming. Well, let's get into a party first. I don't think they can hear me. I hope they can, but you know what they say. Alrighty, everybody. Let's play some Madden. It's a quick match. Yeah. We'll continue looking.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in LA? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Greg Zerline, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Quick move by Miller. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Trubisky will throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, Shell! Shell!
After the interception, here's Goff. And incomplete to open things up.
They went with a dime look on defense. Two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Goff now looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense when they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. To throw on second down is gone. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. In for the score. And the Rams are in for 6. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. This is Howard on second down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 59 yards. And the Bears are in for 6. My drive chart, I write successful drives in blue, and so far for them, 4 first-half drives, 4 touchdowns. It's all blue, no red.
What did they see on film? What did they see on tape that led them to have this type of a game plan, this type of execution? They're reading them like they're a true open book.
Oh, my goodness. In every facet, too. And then on the other side, I mean, it's domination right now offensively.
Yeah, they're going to need one player to make a monster play to try and stop this tide.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. On first and 10, Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's taken down inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Go. Three down. Go, son. 180.
On first down, Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Goff. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee from 21 yards away. And the Rams are in for 6. And it's up and good. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Son, 180.
On first down, it's gone. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Go.
On first and goal. Gurley. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Go. 180. 17.
Now a first down throw. Gone. Going up top for Kupp. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out.
Can I play you?
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
No.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down?
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to play, yeah, I'll play you after this.
Force a scramble, knows where the first down marker is.
Gets going and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now gone. Escaping the pressure right.
Okay, bet.
And that is it.
Yeah, add me, and I'll play you after.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
And this is caught. And oh, so
Add
close as he
99
takes
perfect
it all the way to the
DS4.
2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Gone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. A good sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 21, it's second.
I'll accept it after this.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, this is Howard. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it.
All right, yeah, I'll add you after this really quick.
Scrimmage the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
My CO associate will add you after this game.
Now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Kraft will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now it's gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Looking for Woods that time. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, it's Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Yeah, let me lose this game really quick, and then we'll play.
Exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Okay.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey! Crossing on! 20!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
180!
Goff going to throw it. Going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. In the air here on 3rd.
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
17!
Now gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Throwing now, Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. Now it's gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
You got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
All right, I'll invite you real quick.
For a fun and entertaining game here.
Going to be the ones you focus on, and that last play was one of them.
Okay.
The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
Did you get the invite? What's going on?
I've been going to live on PlayStation. Been looking. I played the game today. Beat them
Oh, did you?
42 to 12.
Mitch, you
Int-
suck.
Interesting. thank you to my supporters in the chat.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Oh, thank God, home field advantage.
Ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel, ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You gonna pick a play? Oh, you're gonna start broadcasting too. Oh, those are some nice white jerseys.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Well, mine just does it for me.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby, high five. Let's go. Hurry, hurry.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Let's go.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They pitch out to Howard, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down, and it's incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing here, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Miller on the catch over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
A lot of people call it a toss, a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. A give to Howard. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. This will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton from 3 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Eluding the pressure right. And Ben goes down in the end zone, and that'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hurry, hurry! There you go, we got, you see it, you see it?
Now Trubisky on 1st down, and it's complete. The tight end Deion Sims. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with... And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start.
You gotta stop doing those Hail Marys, man. That's killing you.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see.
I mean, you've done 2 in a row. Like, let's get a slant in here or something.
If you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half. You know, I think that's the way they'll go.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he
All right, I'm ready.
Field,
I'm ready.
He knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Let's go, let's go.
First carry for James Conner. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 6. And
It's my play. Like, I'm supposed to know what you're doing.
Thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
3 down, 3 down. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
You got 3 down.
Now Roethlisberger. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
All right, are you going to punt or field goal?
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On the toss play, Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach.
All I was getting was the first.
Left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
This is Howard on the toss right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another first and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Let's go. We're on the
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
We got three. Ran, touch.
Again on second and 10, it's Trubisky. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover.
Oh, that was in. I'm telling you that was in.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right, and he fires one incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's third down.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, It fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Taken in at the 22. Whoosh. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. On 3rd down, that's Connor. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation.
You might want to punt. Just a little suggestion.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And they will set up shop in enemy territory.
You threw that right to my guy.
42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Come on, gotta go.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Gotta go.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down.
Let's go.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
I'm going to go for a field goal from here. Oh, I can make it too.
Field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Blue 30.
Here's Connor. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this turns into
I don't know about your defense. Yeah, your defense isn't that, I don't know.
To dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense?
I'd rather just leave it.
Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, he'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Sit up. 180. Hey, watch that. Check line 54. Line 54. Lock in. You ready?
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Let's go.
Set up shop in enemy territory at the 40. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
I don't.
Here's Roethlisberger. Able to shake him off. Under pressure again. And
I don't really play football,
again.
so I don't know what that means. I just play Madden.
And sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
What is that? Could you explain?
So the sack
What is that?
now a 3rd
That you're-
and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
This is done.
Now a toss. This is Connor. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try and throw for it here. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Whoa.
You missed.
He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's into the clear. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now
Yeah, that you did. The game's not over yet, so just keep playing.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger looking deep downfield. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
I'll bet you $100 I'll make this touchdown.
After the interception, here's Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
Well, I think it's way too early to go into it.
Yeah, about that.
I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive.
Go.
It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Second down, here's an option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Trubisky now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-point
Oh my God, are you doing another Hail Mary?
a lot of people think the very next time out.
Are you really? You think it's appropriate to run a Hail Mary? I don't. Stop. This is.
Looking for more there on first down.
You just don't run any more Hail Marys.
Incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Is this another Hail Mary?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
I'm trying to tell you, you need to stop doing Hail Marys.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
He's going to right, and that's caught inside the 35. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 48 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Single.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd down, it's Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Lock in, lock in.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cody Sensabaugh. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Double tight. 3 down.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now.
Hey, do you want to play again after this?
And the Bears add on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game.
Hello?
Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty.
You want to play? You want to play another one?
Game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
We need pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the depth. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
You just missed twice there in a row.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Able to slither by. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. On second down, Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cody Sensabaugh. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Toss play, Connor. He spins free. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Connor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cody Sensabaugh. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
3 down.
Now Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, gotta go.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Stephon Tuitt able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3 down.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Danny Trevathan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now Roethlisberger, and the pressure gets to him again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Bullard in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Trubisky going to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Hey, I'm throwing a Hail Mary.
Trubisky will throw. And his throw is incomplete. Well, I know it points.
Hey, good game. You want to play again?
Because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game. They're They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
Hey, I gotta go pee real quick. So pick your team, and then we'll meet back. Let me pick my uniforms real quick. They're my lucky uniforms, you know. You ready?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. On first down, Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
4 down, 4 down.
Reds up. Lock in.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
180.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. The 40, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Chicago! Trey Burton, 78 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Here's Carson. And some room to maneuver. A big pick up there on 3rd and 6. 63 yards. So a big play there running right. The DN couldn't get out. They couldn't stop him. It was the offense setting the edge and getting the big gain.
Yeah, essentially when you're the defensive end, when they talk about setting the edge so the offense has to bounce it one way or the other, instead that edge was actually rounded off by the offense and continued deep down the field.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place.
Come on, let's go.
Somewhere never showed up.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hey, gotta go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
180! Lock in, lock in. Hurry, hurry.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
But if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears 1st down. Trubisky now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Trubisky now off the bootleg. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Adam Shaheen, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big hook up there. Wilson to Baldwin. 61 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.